Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Coach Josh, man. Welcome to the Good Guys Podcast. As usual, just waiting on Brandon to survive the cyber warfare and get to us live here. Hope you guys are doing well. If you're watching this live, do me a big favor, man. Share this broadcast to as many people as you can as we get Brandon involved here. Hope you guys having a great week so far. We have a great topic or a series of topics for you guys. So we're just waiting on Brandon like I always do. Are you coming, BD? Oh, BD, where you at, bro? I hear you in the headphones, but I don't see you on the screen. There you go. Nah, I still don't see you, brother. There you go. Let me bring you on in here, brother. Let me bring you on in here. Let us come into the house of the Lord. Come on in, Brandon. Come on in to the house of the Lord on this evening.
Yeah.
What's up, BD?
I'm here. Ready to do it.
You stay loud on here, bro. Give me 1 second, bro.
I'll turn the volume down, dog.
Oh. You sound like you trying to spit some bars, dog.
Dog. You know how I do, dog.
Nah, you don't want me to tell the people the lyrics that you had back in college, dog. You want me to let the people know what the bars you was spitting back in college, BD?
They're not ready for all that. Don't worry about that, dog.
BD, you don't be sure to share with the people the lyrics, dog.
Bro, you ready, bro?
Hey, Born Man, let's get right into it, man. The people are in the house of God right now.
All right. Welcome to another episode of the Good Guys Podcast. My name is Brandon Dixon. I am a happily married man and a humble father of 4. And as always, I am here with none other than the Honorable, the Reverend Joshua Ezzy.
The one and only, BD. How you feeling, brother?
I'm feeling good, man. I'm feeling good. Hold on, let me turn this volume down real quick.
I'm loud, BD.
Okay. Yeah, you loud, dog. But yeah, man, I'm good. I'm excited. I am actually, after this podcast, going to pick up my parents from the airport. They're coming in to visit.
That's good.
And then we will promptly, my wife and I, will be leaving first thing in the morning for New York City.
Hey.
We will be leaving the kids behind with their grandparents.
Hey, BD.
So it will be a good trip.
Don't put another cake in the oven, BD.
There will not be any more baking at all in this family.
That's good.
We're good. But I'm excited about
brother,
to be on
if you put another baby in the oven, man, I'm claiming at least 2 of them on my income taxes, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I think after 3, it doesn't matter anymore. So yeah, I mean, you can claim a couple if you want.
Hey, appreciate that. I'll talk to you around April.
Okay, will do. But I'll be on my New York.
Just joking, y'all.
So I'm excited to check the city out. There's a lot of good places that I want to eat at. If anybody is from New York or has been to New York and knows of some places that I should go to while I'm there, please drop that in the comments so that because I don't know what I'm doing. I'm going to be honest. I'm actually kind of terrified.
Of the big city?
Yeah, just a little bit. I'm used to being able to drive around and go where I want to go. In New York, apparently, it's not like that. So I'm going to have to get on the subway.
It's going to be all right. The Lord is with you.
You know,
He is with you,
I'm
BD.
hoping that
He's He's Emmanuel, BD. The Lord with you.
There's a possibility of someone trying to pull a jack move, that I'm going to be forced to, my manhood's going to be called into question, on whether or not I'm going to actually defend my wife or not.
You don't have facial hair either, do you? Man.
I don't have facial hair.
Prime target.
I kind of wear my pants. My pants fit kind of snug. So,
just make sure they're not skinny jeans, BD.
Yeah, Kenny just jumped in here, so I'm kind of on the Kenny tip with the Lennies,
Ooh, boy,
Lenny Kravitz.
Boy, them things were so tight, BD. I ain't even gonna clown my brother like that, man. I ain't even gonna clown him.
But anyway, yeah, if anybody's from New York, it looks like we've got one in here. So, Tabby, if you got any advice for me as I travel to New York, please drop that in the comments. I would greatly appreciate it. Other than that, we're going to go ahead and get into the show.
Let's get into it, BD.
All right. So we're going to start off, as usual, with the weekly airing of grievances. And this is something that we discussed last week. But after the podcast sometimes, Josh and I have conversations that are off of the record. Okay? And we discuss a lot of things, and we put things into certain perspectives. We look at different angles that a lot of people don't look at things in, and that's why we ended up starting this podcast. So we had a discussion. We talked about LeBron's school that he is open.
I try to tell y'all. To tell you. Some things that are too good to be true aren't true, brother.
I'm not going to go that far. I still think it's an excellent thing that he's doing, but
upon further review.
Upon further review, there are some things that maybe LeBron hasn't taken into account that we think here at the Good Guys Podcast he should be aware of. I hope his people are watching. I'm sure they are. I'm sure they're watching the Good Guys Podcast. It would be a good idea.
I think so.
Randy.
Maverick Carter, all you guys.
Maverick. Okay, holler at us. We've got some really good advice and some really good things that you might want to take into perspective. So the LeBron James School. You know what? Matter of fact, you're the resident LeBron hater. I'm going to let you kick this off because you brought these things to my attention.
Listen. First off, I'm not a LeBron James hater. I just hold LeBron James accountable. First off, I work at a public school. The question that I posed to Brandon was, did he know that LeBron James was a public school? Brandon thought it was a private school. So everybody seen a little meme that was traveling around, a little meme about LeBron looked like he was giving, I've been to the mountaintop, I've seen the future kind of speech. And then there's words that said free lunch, free snack, free tuition, free travel within 2 miles of the school. I thought to myself, I said, I work at a public school. Every public school has free lunch, free breakfast, free snack. Every public school has free transportation within 2 miles radius because every kid goes to the school that's within their neighborhood. Every public school has free tuition. So I thought to myself, I said, LeBron, that's not a public school. And to come to find out that he's only paying $2 million a year while the taxpayers are paying the rest. Now, that's not even the worst part. All the kids get free bikes. Now, since I grew up in the hood, now listen, BD don't understand this. BD had his bike all the days of his life. But me, who grew up in the hood, you know good and well little Ray that couldn't make it into the school got his eyes on them new bikes. You mean to tell me, I watched the stories, and those kids were smiling when they got their bikes from LeBron. You know good and well those LeBron bikes were snatched off the street before they crossed the street. The school is still in the hood. Little Jimmy got his helmet snatched and his bike. You know, little Ray knew. He was like, I'm going to LeBron school. Him and his mom stood in line, and then you knew the envy and the jealousy that built up in little Ray's heart when he got the words from LeBron. I'm sorry, man, little bro, you ain't going to be able to go to my school. Little man was like, oh, you giving them free bikes? And I see the LeBron James shoes on the wall up there. You don't think those kids going to break in that school and steal those LeBron shoes off the wall? I don't think LeBron thought the security measures all the way through, BD.
That's definitely okay.
Bro,
I didn't think of that. I didn't think of that. Okay.
Go ahead, BD.
In LeBron James' defense, okay, as far as the public schools are concerned, he only put up, what'd you say, 20% or whatever?
$2 million. $2 million.
Okay. That's standard. Okay. That is standard.
Okay. But the press, BD. The press? He got press. He got press like he created a private school and these kids are in residential school. This thing was so hyped. I'm like, bruh, if I was a kid, I wouldn't want to go to that school, man. LeBron James is in LA in his mansion with fences and security measures. I saw a little kid do a little circle with his bike. I shook my head. I prayed for that young man. I said a prayer for that young man because I know that bike ain't going to last for him for so long. And, BD, go ahead.
Mm-hmm. I'm just saying. I mean, you got me with the bike thing. Like there's no way. Because I mean, not everybody gets into the school. Like, you know what I mean? So there's kids that wanted to go. You think every kid in the hood didn't want to go to LeBron James' I Promise Academy?
I know them.
What about the kids who didn't get in?
Those kids that didn't get in said, "I know what I'm gonna promise. I promise to take those bikes.
I promise I'm taking that bike.
I'll take no.
As soon as Jimmy comes out from school, run that bike."
Man, you know good and well, man. Little Ray was behind the bush, man. And as soon as he got off the premises, and then when the kid gets home, he's going to, not only did he get robbed, he's going to deal with his mom, the mom that wants to sell the bike for the light bill.
That's another angle. Like the kids who don't get their bikes stolen, these are supposedly underprivileged families. Are their parents going to sell that bike? Absolutely.
That bike,
it's gonna happen.
Just like that kid.
That bike's getting sold.
Just like that kid is at risk, that bike is at risk. And I'm telling you, that bike is at risk because I lived it, BD. Can I tell my story?
Ladies and gentlemen of the Good Guys Podcast, I just want to appeal to you right now and just let you know that the story you are about to hear is a story of tragedy and triumph. But it is one that will tug at your heartstrings.
It will.
And I just want to prepare you guys emotionally for what you're about to hear. Go ahead, Josh.
I think it was the Christmas of '96. A great Christmas time.
Such a storyteller.
I think it was
the Christmas of '96.
It was the Christmas of '96. I was a young man. My first, I think it was a 10-speed bike. I was
in '96. The 10-speed went hard.
10-speed. I mean, I had the dual gear changes on both sides.
With the switches.
Switches on both sides. So I was ready to go like this. Little coach was just ready to go like this. When I came out on Christmas Day, I came down the steps, and all the neighborhood kids gathered amongst the yard, and we was ready to ride. But when I came back home from that ride, my mother sat me down. She looked me in my eyes.
I should not be laughing at this story.
And she said, "Son, that basketball goal that we helped set you up, your uncle came over and helped set you up a nice basketball goal in the back, and that bike that you just had a long ride on, we got bills, son. We promise, I promise. We promise to make sure that, And so on that day, I only rode my bike at least 2 times before my mom took that thing back to Walmart. I had to dismantle my basketball goal. I had a basketball goal in the backyard. I was ready to get my jumper right. I was ready to get back going. And all the kids that was like, "Can we hoop on your basketball goal?" had to watch me dismantle it and put it back in the box. Now you already know it's tough to put it back in the box. I had to empty the water out of the bottom. I filled that water. I filled that water container up, and then I had to pour it out. Sad Christmas, man. But that's what I felt those kids. I was like, "No, LeBron, don't do it to these kids, man. They ride off that lot just like a car depreciates in value when it leaves the lot. Unfortunately, a bicycle appreciates in value when it goes off the school lot. A kid saw that bike and was like, "Oh, word, that's LeBron James' bike? Yeah, man, it's cool, ain't it? Give me that bike.
Bet. Run it.
Run that bike." And then you got to watch that dude pop willies down the street.
Oh, man. Here's my question. How long before those carefully placed on the walls within the corridors of the school get stolen?
Oh man, they already stole. They're not gonna tell that to CNN. You know good and well that wall is empty, bro. Them Jordans been going since day 3 in school.
I bet you he thought that was a really good idea.
It wasn't, bro.
Had the news channels there, had them on the news, scanning the walls of the school with the LeBrons there looking fresh. Man, those LeBrons are gone. I don't care how high up on the wall you put them. They'll find a way.
Oh, kids gonna find a way to get up there, man. And I'm like, bro,
they'll get up there.
Like those LeBrons are going number 1. And number 2, like, honestly, BD, I'll take his life's in jeopardy.
What do you mean? For the bike?
Bruh, we don't listen, bruh. For the bikes, you know good well when little Junior come out to school, he gotta take his polo off. Make sure target that polo might be in that neighborhood. That polo has the equal hey, that the Make America Great hat in that neighborhood. If you're wearing an I Promise polo, bruh.
If you're wearing a polo, period, probably that. Most kids wear t-shirts, hoodies, or whatever. They're probably not wearing a polo. So, is that a polo? Then they're going to run up on you, and they're going to see that it's an I Promise polo. Know what you got.
They already know what you got.
Saying? They don't even have to count your bread. They don't have to ask you how much you make.
One kid probably done snatched up 5 bikes. Because he knows, you go to that school?
I know.
Okay.
Oh, so you got a bike. I know you got a helmet because that's a safety. So I know they provided you with a helmet. Run that too.
Run that.
Okay. And you know what I need you to do for me? I saw on the news channel where they got you to get those for me too. Or it's going to be some more problems.
Man. Let's say a prayer for those students right now, BD. Can we say a prayer?
All right. Go ahead, Josh.
Heavenly Father, who's up in heaven. They're already at risk, Father, but now LeBron had made them even at more risk. Lord, they made many promises on that first day of school. Many promises was made on that day, but now many hearts have been broken. LeBron promised them that he'll pay their college tuition. But did he promise to make sure they were secured? I pray, Father, that LeBron didn't sign those bikes because those bikes were now increasing even more value. Lord, be with those children today. Help them know that you promised them life and life more abundantly. Lord, don't let these kids make LeBron their God, but Lord, let them realize you are the Most High. And Lord, if their bikes do get taken, let them know that they'll make it through. On foot. Because they definitely ain't riding no more. But Lord, I thank you for them. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Lord have mercy. LeBron.
Thank you, Josh.
Jordan wouldn't have done
it. No, Jordan.
First off, he ain't giving nobody no school.
Yeah, exactly. Well, you're not getting any free Jordans. You're paying.
Well,
it's full retail price.
You guys, every public school has free tuition, has free lunch, has free breakfast, has free snack. I work at a public school. Every public school has free transportation. Every public school is most of them are at risk. And not too many of those kids graduate. Let's pray that those kids do graduate and go to Akron. Hopefully LeBron is still true to his word then.
I'm sure he will be.
Even though it's 10 years away.
It doesn't matter. Okay? He's good for it. But he did get me with the okey doke on the else where he advertised, the free meals and the free, transportation. Like, it looked really dope. And then when you pointed out, all public schools have free transportation.
Especially
it's called the bus.
It's called that yellow bus, BD, that picks up kids. It's not like they got LeBron custom school buses.
Right.
It's not
the Kia cadenza that he advertises. Like
these kids are not getting chauffeured. There's no Ubers pickups for these kids.
No.
These kids got to ride that same yellow bus, and that yellow bus gonna get egged once they go down the O Block. Once they get past that neighborhood of we don't have a promise school, they gonna get egged. That bus, man. Listen, I pray for those kids, man, because such hope and joy in their eyes. They were so happy that LeBron gave them a school, and when LeBron left, and the press left, and Fox News, CNN, everybody left. Bleacher Report wasn't there. Overtime has left.
Ray was back there lurking in the shadows.
Ray was lurking in the shadows, saying, "I know I'm gonna get his bike, I'm gonna get their bike, and I'm gonna take your girl." And I'm gonna take your girl I'm gonna let her keep her bike, but I'm gonna take yours and I'm gonna ride with your girl to McDonald's and get her ice cream. Hopefully the machine is working.
All right.
I can't believe y'all fell for that.
Look, man, it's still a great thing that LeBron James is doing. Okay, he started a school, and the kids get, if they graduate, they get free tuition to Akron.
If they're not going to make it past 5th grade because they're going to be so depressed they're going to start selling drugs by 6th grade because they bike got taken. Thank God I had a praying mother. Even though my bike was taken back, my basketball was dismantled, and I had to shoot jump shots at Cochran Middle School. But if it wasn't for the grace of God, I probably would have been selling dope too. They should. I want to see the same energy 10 years from now. I want people to check up on this school to make sure these kids are all right.
They're going to be thriving. They're going to be at Akron University. All right. They're going to be doing big things. And one day they'll be able to buy their own bike. I don't know why he bought bikes. Why do they need bikes if they have free transportation?
Bruh, if you got a free bus, why you get them kids bikes? That's a lot of bikes, bruh. Like, did you get these kids chains to lock their bikes?
Is there security in place?
Is there a tracking on that bike where if that bike gets stolen, that it's tracked? Who are these people supporting LeBron? Let me be a part of your school security team. If I was in LeBron's circle, I'd be like, bro, don't get them kids no bikes.
Maverick, Rich, reach out to us here at the Good Guys Podcast. We will provide you with the things that you don't think about that we do.
Yeah, because they've been rich longer than they've been poor. They lost what it means. I bet you when LeBron was on that private jet half to LA, he was like, dang, I got him bikes, didn't I, Maverick? Dang, bro, we did give him bikes. Dang, bro, the school is still in the hood. It is? Well, at least it was on the news.
Right.
That school served its purpose, BD. It got him good press. But the thinking people, they'll be able to say, you know what? Tabby out. They're going to stay fit all right because they can't ride no more. They got to walk to school. They're going to be running. That bike is long gone. Little juju bug. Man.
I think LeBron definitely had good intentions. I think he is trying to do something positive. It's just certain things that maybe he didn't take into consideration. I probably would have overlooked it too if I was a millionaire and was
man.
trying to do something positive for the community.
I lived it, bro.
That's very true.
You rode your bike. You lived in a cul-de-sac, BD. There ain't no cul-de-sacs in the hood. If you live in a cul-de-sac in the hood, man, you know your life's in danger.
Wait, why are there no cul-de-sacs in the hood?
Because it's dangerous. There's dead-end streets in the hood, but there's no cul-de-sacs. Dead-end streets. There ain't no cul-de-sacs in the hood. Cul-de-sacs for the rich folk. Oh, look at that. You just curve around gently. Dead end, bro. You can't.
Turn around.
You gotta be in reverse to get out of a dead end street in the hood. But there ain't
cul-de-sac is just nice and inviting. This is the end of the street.
Oh,
go ahead and turn around.
Exactly. Go ahead.
The street, turn around.
The street,
turn around.
The street
It's over.
Even the street communicates calmly. Cul-de-sac. You just curve, dead end. Man, I'm about to die. This is that thing hurts.
I'm about to die.
Why they call it a dead end? Can't it just be?
Why can't it just be the end? Why it can't be the end of the street?
End of the street. Thank you.
Why I gotta burn?
The street's ending soon. Something like that. Don't tell me there's a dead end, bro. Like, I lived off a dead end street, bro. Like, drugs are sold in dead end streets, BD. It's dark down there, BD. Cars get broken into on dead end streets in the hood. There ain't no code.
On the street sign, like it'll say like at the end, like it's like dead end. Like the green street sign.
The little tip.
So that you like that's to let rich people know.
You don't want to go down there.
It's a dead end street.
That's a dead end street.
Don't go down that one.
Us, we got to turn down there. We say a prayer before we make a right turn to dead end street. Father God, please let this not be my end. Dead end street is so dangerous, bro, because once you pull in, there's no curve to swerve back to the main road. You got to back up. You got to back out.
You got to pull that 3-point turn, and there's a lot can happen in that 3-point turn.
Listen, every time, there's some good guys guidelines to go into a dead end street. Number one, keep your doors locked and windows up. Keep them up. Because people love to try to, hey, bro, you got it, something like this. And once you look out your left window door, there's somebody in the right door in the seat with you. By the time you acknowledge the guy over here, someone's in your front seat. You now Uber driver with a gun to your face.
And make sure you do this before you go down the dead end street.
Yeah.
Because if you go down the dead end street and then you try to do it, you can hear that from a while back.
Oh, you hear that
from
click.
A while away.
Oh, that's nothing more scary.
And they might not even been thinking about you.
Now,
once they heard that.
Oh, man, there's nothing worse than being in the hood and they hear that door lock. That is, oh, man, they look at you crazy. Now you in trouble.
Now you're in trouble. Now you got a problem.
If you know you got to go pick up auntie and your little cousin on the dead end street, when you at the red light over there by the Quick Trip on the main road, you lock your door in where nobody can hear you.
Exactly.
Bruh. And if you picking up somebody, tell them to meet you. Soon as I pull up, you got to be out the door. If you ain't out the door, in 20 seconds I get there, I'm out of there.
I'm out.
I'm good. Nah, bro, dead end streets are dangerous, BD. I lived on a dead end street. Man, I used to get off the bus at the top of the street. My own bus wouldn't go down the street. So I'm over there, and I used to play the big bass. Van. Oh, man, I had to carry that big bass down that long, deadly sidewalk lane, BD. Thank God I wasn't carrying. Thank God back in the day we didn't have no iPads and no computers and stuff. Nobody ain't gonna steal no bass. That big old wooden thing, I had to carry that thing down the street, open the door, and put the bass in, and lock the door. That's scary, bro. Man, I had a person knock on my door when I was a little kid, man, and I thank God for the Holy Spirit. He gripped me so strongly, bro. Come to find out, the cops came because he had broke in somebody's house down the street. This lady came to me the next day and was like, this guy was a child molester and was probably trying to come get you.
Ooh.
They arrested him, but if I would have opened that door, who knows where I'll be today? So if you live on a cul-de-sac, hug your cul-de-sac. Just talk to your neighbors and say, man, thank you for being my neighbor on this cul-de-sac. Could have been a dead end. But thank God for life. Where the devil placed me on a dead end street now, hey. So, yeah, just lock your doors. Keep your windows up. Don't let them hear you knock your doors. Keep a smile on your face. Don't have no tough-looking face. And if you're a big black male, just don't go down the street. Because you may look like somebody they looking for. Listen, typically if you're a black guy with a beard, bald-headed, nice line, don't matter if you got dreads, all black people just about look alike, black men.
83% chance you meet the description of somebody that they're looking for. 83% chance you meet
the description of someone that shot their little nephew 2 weeks ago and they just buried him the other day, and now your car is getting shot up. I have a black Durango, so I avoid the hood at all costs. Because if you drive a black truck, anything, people come to your door and ask you what you're selling, what you got, why you here. And nah, I'm straight.
Don't come through the hood in that all black, dog.
Nah, bro, you better come. If you're gonna, you better come in something bright. Or the only vehicles that make sure you survive in a bad neighborhood is a church van and the ice cream truck. Those are the only two vehicles that are guaranteed in and out safely.
You good.
If you got an ice cream truck, man, the hood loves you. If you a church van, hey, my grandma on that van, boy. Put your grandma on that van, man.
Right.
You come down to any other vehicle.
Yeah.
And that's what LeBron did to these kids. That kid turned that right corner to that dead end street with his new bike, and all of fourth grade that we don't have a promise school was waiting on him.
Anyway, like I said, Maverick, Randy,
holla at your boys. Holla at the good guys.
Holler at the Good Guys Podcast. We'll be consultants. We're happy to do it.
It's too late now for your first school, but the next school we got you.
There you go. LeBron, a very big LeBron fan, but Josh pulled me over to the dark side for a second or two there. But
all that hype for nothing. That thing said free to everything that's already free. They put it up there like he was doing something innovative.
And look, man, he's doing great things. All right. Next thing we're going to talk about is we're going to give some advice So I'm going to New York tomorrow, as I mentioned before. And it's about 5.5 hours from work. So me and my wife will be going on a road trip.
Okay. By yourselves, right?
By ourselves.
Ooh.
It's going to be awesome.
I know it is.
But sometimes road trips can be difficult to navigate.
Yeah.
It's a long time that you have with that one individual. So we're going to talk about Good Guys Guide to Road Trips with Your Significant Other. And then we're going to parallel it on a broader scheme to our guide to navigating the road trip of life. If you are in a relationship with someone,
gotta preach.
Long term.
That's good. That's good.
So we're talking like a marriage or a relationship that is leading to a marriage.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to talk about that. First thing we're going to start with is the actual road trip in the short term. So we've got some tips. All right. Josh, do you have yours ready?
Yeah, I got mine. You know, I stay ready, bro.
Okay. All right, you want to fire off first?
Man, yes, fellas, listen to me. When you're on a road trip with your lady, any trip that you're on in a car with a lady, number one, bring snacks. Snacks are important for a road trip, BD, because it takes so much mental energy to listen, to engage. Like people think, well, everybody knows that they lose energy, just physical energy, from thinking so much. Because you got to navigate the car. You already hurt 6 hours, and you the man, and you got to drive. Secondly, you also got to think about, man, she's going to want to hold your hand, so you got to practice that left hand driving. And you got to make sure, hey, I need snacks for this trip because we're trying to make it there. I don't like stopping. But with road trips in the future, I'm like, man, let's get there. I'll eat when I get there. Let's just make sure we got snacks in the car. So that, you know, I can make sure my arm, you know, and ladies, let your man's arm go sometimes now. Let him get that stretch in. Because, man, it takes work to drive, to make sure you're comfortable and feeling safe. And so my number one is to bring a lot of snacks.
And that's something, it's not one of my points, but just to piggyback off of that, that's an important discussion to have, okay? Some people, like myself included, like to get there.
Yeah.
I'm not stopping for anything.
I don't want to stop.
Okay? If you need to use the bathroom, go to the bathroom before we leave.
Yeah.
Okay? And if we do stop, use the bathroom. Hey, babe, you need to go to the bathroom. Oh, no, I'm good. And then 10 minutes later, oh, I got to go to the bathroom. No, it doesn't work like that.
And we in the middle of nowhere? We black?
Nope. Not going to happen. So those are important discussions to have. Do you, do a person like to make a, stop at different places, tourist traps and restaurants and things like that? Or do you guys have to do a little compromise? So that's something to think about. All right, my number one point.
Mm-hmm.
Music is important.
Okay, yeah.
All right. Now, here's how this works. Whoever's driving controls the music.
And the conditions, the air, and the temperature.
That. The driver is the pilot.
That's it.
Okay?
That's real.
I'm steering this ship. So whatever music I want to listen to, I'm the DJ on this thing. Now, if I decide to cede that responsibility to you, that's well within my rights.
Yeah.
But I'm in control here when it comes to the music, when it comes to the temperature. Okay? That's all me.
Man, there's nothing worse than driving and you got that nice cool breeze and someone has the nerve to turn the air off.
Whoa. Are you behind the wheel?
No.
Do you have the lives of both of us in your hand?
You don't.
I don't think you do. I'm assuming that.
If I'm in a trap mood and I want something that's upbeat, you know what I'm saying? Don't switch it to worship.
I might be about to fall asleep.
Yeah. I might forget where I'm at. I might end up in the presence of God for real because I'm in worship.
I might take both hands off the wheel and get the, you know what I'm saying?
And then
we can't have that.
And then we off the bridge somewhere, and now we fighting on the way to heaven, fighting up through that.
about to enter the highest form of worship. We about to see him face to face.
And we still arguing. Like, bruh, like I told you not to switch it off for what I was listening to. It's not good. The person who drives controls the sound, the temperature, and when or when not the windows goes up or down. I might need some fresh air.
Absolutely.
So my next one, man, is fellas, make sure you drive. It's that simple.
Okay.
Just make sure you drive. Because, we're logical. Ladies are, they have that that intuition. But man, some of that intuition can't be trusted when we're going somewhere that doesn't have, like, we're just free flowing. You drive. You know when to stop. Because if you take a nap, we can, I'm not saying women can't last long, but I think for me, I know how to process when to go in and out of traffic. I'm more alert. I'm not saying that Brittany's not alert either. I'm just saying with me in the car, I know for a fact, I know how far this car is from me. I know I want to be in the right lane. I don't want to be full of anxiety. You know what I'm saying? I want to rest. That's why I want to drive, because I don't want to get in the passenger seat. I don't want to be in the passenger seat gripping the handle like this, talking about, Lord, are we going to make it? Just drive, fellas.
Okay.
Just drive. No, not saying ladies can't drive. I'm just saying, bro, at least it's on me. I don't want to end up dead. I just want to make sure we get there. That's all I'm trying to say.
All right. I'm going to piggyback off of that a little bit. So, my number 2 point is whoever is driving, okay, it's their job to navigate. Now, that doesn't mean that we're, just where you think we should go. Like, your job is to put the address in the GPS, okay, and let me know when turns and things of that nature are coming.
No, BD, don't give them that responsibility, BD.
Let
the lady on the directions tell me, because she's gonna let me know when quarter of a mile make a right. If you let her guide you, you're gonna be 2 feet away from the turn. Oh, here, babe. No.
That's what happened.
Let the lady lead me. I know you jealous.
And
I know you don't want her leading me. You want to be like, no, that's my man. I want to lead him where we going. I want to give him. No, let her talk. She's gonna let me know while you're talking to me. She's gonna let me know in a quarter of a mile, make a right on East Way Street, and I'm gonna be like, okay, I'm good.
And that's a fault of mine. I turn that off because it gets on my nerves.
No,
because I feel like they're telling me like 5 different times. My music keeps cutting in. I'll be like, babe, just
okay.
Let me know when a turn is coming.
Do that.
And I've been burned by it. I've been burned. You get in the middle of a turn. Oh, babe, turn here.
We about to die. Listen, and I'll drive an SUV. No, one bad turn, that thing will flip. Listen, I'll let the lady direct me. I want to hear what she got to say. I want her to tell me in a quarter of a mile,
Well, here's another thing that I want to piggyback off of what you said when you talk about men driving.
Yeah.
All right? I talk to my wife about this all the time, and she thinks I'm crazy. But it's a real thing. It's called man instinct.
Speak on it, BD. Speak on it.
Sometimes go down. Sometimes you might be in the country somewhere, and you don't get signal. GPS isn't working. All right? Lady, I need you to understand that we have what is called man instinct, and it never steers us wrong.
Never.
All right, the GPS might not be telling us. I don't need to pull out a map. All right, okay. What I've done, I know generally where we are.
Yeah.
Okay, I know what's north, south, east, and west. I know where I need to turn to get back to where I need to get to.
We look at
man instinct. We can look at the stars. Okay, we can look at the the positioning of the moon. We have man instinct.
We were made from the ground, ladies. We know this terrain. Y'all was made from our rib. Y'all was made from us. So that's all y'all care about is us. Y'all came from our side. That's why y'all can be abundant. We came from the terrain. We know the terrain. We dirt, flesh. Never forget. We came from the dirt.
I'm gonna leave you there. But no,
ain't it true?
Well, it is true. But what I'm saying is, okay, it's man instinct.
Man instinct.
Right? If we're out in the country somewhere and it seems like we've been driving for 2 hours and you haven't seen any kind of civilization, don't worry about it. Just trust it. Right? It's man instinct. And eventually, we're gonna get to where we're supposed to be.
And when you see that man processing face, that man instinct come in, don't talk to us.
You know.
Don't talk to us. We're in our zone.
You see that? You just let me read my book. I'm good.
There you go. Ladies, when you on a trip with a man and you see that processing face, if you don't have anything, you don't got a book bag, you don't got no laptop, you don't got no phone, you don't got no book, you in trouble. Because your woman instincts, because y'all came from us, you're gonna be like, babe, you okay? No, that processing face just means I'm in sync. I'm in sync with my terrain.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in sync. Now I know I'm processing. We just passed that McDonald's 4 times. It's okay, babe. I'm processing. I know.
Because each time we pass it, we
got the new intel.
Pick up something different. Exactly.
So when we pass that McDonald's, like, okay, bet. Okay, now we good. Okay, now bet.
All right, so if I make a left and then I make another left, it take me back to the McDonald's.
Take me back. Okay. So then when we go back to it again, okay, on that second left to the third right, I know good and well to make a U-turn and go out the dead end and then make a left. Let us process. Listen, and that brings
man instinct.
And fellas,
you got to roll with it.
And ladies, just read a book. Just let us look stupid. If we look stupid, I bet you we'll get there safe.
We'll get there.
Because men know things that are not visible. If we're in the country, we ain't stopping. No, we ain't stopping. If all I see is road, deer, I ain't stopping. No. We gonna stay on this road until I see blacks. I'm just joking. I'm joking. No, I'm gonna stay on this road until I see ecumenical. What's that word, Kenny? Ecumenicalism, where I see
Kenny,
blacks.
are you still in there? Help us out.
Kenny, are you there? Give us the E word. Ecumenicalism. if we see blacks, whites, and Hispanics and Latinos and Asians cohabitating, then we'll stop and ask for directions. But if we're in a neighborhood where we see trees and ropes, keep it straight.
Not ropes.
Listen, if I'm not, I'm telling you, man, nah, man. When it starts getting dark, I'm straight. Daytime, even in daytime, I'm not stopping in those country roads. But my third one, BD, fellas, listen to me. This is very important what I'm about to share with you.
Okay.
Process everything before you get on this road trip. Because she is going to talk to you the whole time. And you're going to have to engage and listen, because your love when you get to the hotel room is predicated on how you listen on the road trip. So you process everything, process the bills, process her birthday, process the next date night, process everything before you take the road trip, and be engaged. Because you're going to be frustrated trying to process life and listen to her the whole time. Because, ladies, when they tell stories, man, we men be like, just tell me exactly what I asked you. You know that, BD. You asked them one question. What we eating tonight? Well, I saw Martha at the grocery store, and then we got some tomatoes. And I was like, no. Before you tell me the story, tell me what's on the menu. Because we talked about this before, BD. Because if dinner ain't going to be ready by 8 and it's 4:30, stop and get me a rotisserie chicken on the way home. So I need to know, because every time a man asks you a question, we need an immediate answer. Because we asked it for a reason.